I've never been so much in love before. What a difference in true love made in my life. It's dedicated to hubby. We about to do a video, a tutorial on French toast. Our hubby, that's when he becomes like a little boy to me. He loves French toast, and he's been so patient. Because I thought he was joking, because I cook all the time. And I got a out-of-town guest that I just announced today, but she been here. She leave tomorrow, her and her sorority sisters. She's on my dad's side. I call her the Puerto Rican princess. She's so pretty. But she came to her and her sorority sisters always get together and see each other. And it's like 6 of them. And her and another one are the only 2 that live out of Michigan. Because she grew up in Michigan like me. Yeah. Excuse my mosquito, but I got a mosquito bite, man. Man, it's terrible. But I had so much fun with my granddaughter today at the park, and I took her down on my job, ex-job, when I had to sign some paperwork, and she just stole the whole office. They even throw money at her. I said, don't be trying to turn my, like Gucci Man say, into a scripper. She ain't no scripper. But she just, not because she's my granddaughter. Dang, it was some of the money that I had it folded up, man. She got 20s, she got 10s, 1s, 5s. And the biggest bill, she got a $50 bill from my supervisor. That was so sweet of him. I said, hey, you know I'm gonna take it and buy myself something. I'm joking. I'm gonna make sure it gets spent on her and not even on the other 2. Because when they come up there and they get their money, they gonna get double money for the buck. When you love me, hold me and say yeah. But my husband waited patiently. I just thought I didn't know that he really wanted some French toast and sausage links. You know how you have breakfast for dinner? Or you go to a place like, some of you people got Bob F, or at restaurants that are 24 hours, because we have Coney Islands here in Michigan, especially in the Detroit area, but all over really, depending. Does Coldwater, Michigan have one? Because I don't think they have. I've seen one in Coldwater. Yeah, there's a place called Coldwater, Michigan. We got a city called Hale, Michigan, H-E-L-L, like down below Hale. I love the song. I love Jeffrey Osborne. We already got our music lined up for our vow renewal. It's going to be beautiful. And we both agreed. See, I can take over. That's the woman part of me. I got lipstick on my teeth. Did I say what's up, Elm City? If I did it again, you got double the love. What's up, girlfriend? Something just hit my foot. And I just painted my toenails, old school, painted. No, I just polished my toenails to the point that I could wear my house shoes. My husband I'm like, baby, what you doing? He has been home before me, been here. And I told him over the, even at work, he said, I want some, I said, what you want for dinner? You want the leftovers? Want me to stop? I said, because my cousin, she like that good ethnic Puerto Rican food. So I've been catering to her. My husband likes all kind of food. We both do. Who doesn't? Unless you're a vegetarian, some things you can have and can't have. But she was she ate with her sorority sisters, and then we have other family members that she's been visiting them. But she's gonna be a grandmother for the first time. She has her only child, and her daughter's been married, 2 years? I went out of town for that wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. They had, you ever see, when they released the doves? Both of my children had beautiful weddings. And I'm not gonna say which ones. These children are grown, and they're both married. They don't have sibling rivalry, because I used to spank them, or threaten. If you don't, because if they told on the other one, I taught them early on, You're your brother's keeper. You're your sister's keeper. So since you both, you want to tell on her? It had to be something really bad, like mine. She went in the street and a car almost hit her. And I'd be like, that's what I just heard. And I told her not to ride her bike, you know, or something like that. But I had to have witnesses. But I didn't really spank my children. And they're not spoiled. Because my daughter, you spank her with your mouth. If I got on her, she by her being a female, she reminded me of my granddaughter, because my granddaughter got a habit of this. I just do, oh, and your grandma not gonna ever spank you. That's a good thing about being a grandparent. You get to spoil them, and then your kids. I remember doing the same thing. Every grandmother says the same thing. That shows nothing new under the sun. Your children say, you wouldn't let us do that. You're not the grandchild. And when my son and daughter's girl, I was like, Mom, for real? She said, I'm not gonna spank him, and you better not either. I shouldn't have told you. I'm like, but she said, you better not touch him. I said, I'm not abusive. I have to go to work and see. And I'm not making jokes about where I work. But I didn't spank my kids. Dang, Donna. You can count my rib cage. That's what I understand about me. I'm thick in all the right places. But when I look at videos and pictures, if I wear something low cut like this, and this is not low cut at all. But I can see my ribs. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is this? I never heard a commercial that long, have you? I got my burner phones out, but my cousin came and rescued me because I was finishing up. I had put the coat, women, you know what I'm talking about, the dryer, it's like nail polish. You men don't want to hear it. Plug your ears. You don't want to hear this. Y'all like, I should just call this the Woman's Lifetime channel for women only. But I'm about to go in here and I'm gonna restart the video. Might do it from my iPhone, but I'm about to show my husband how to make French toast. Now he already ate, but he's so greedy he can always eat more. But guess what? The psychology of keeping these cakes here lately, when I stopped making cakes for the house as often, it really has worked. Because my husband went from a 38, he went to the 37, then he went from 36 and a half, and guess what? As of today, he's back down in the 36 waist. Back down. Well, as of Sunday, he's back down to the 36 waist because of all that extra stuff. And then I scare him. I mean, he gonna see this video because he's subscribed. I subscribed him. Very fortunate woman, because chicks on live chats say I'm annoying, and people with masks on is ashamed to show their face. Why they talking so much trash? Don't you know I love to agitate? I'm gonna agitate your ass until you stop coming over here. Why don't you worry about your own grass? 'Cause I keep my grass cut so I can see the snake slither up. Don't nothing catch me by surprise. Oh no, 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 no. And what's up to the child molester? The biggest child molester this side of Michigan, but almost on the way to Toledo, Ohio. What's up to that child molesting ass nigga? L-bomb, roach dot, trisexual ass nigga. He tried everything and enjoyed every bit of it. You know, you got your asexual, you got your bisexual, you got your people that are non-sexual, well, what is a celibate? Then you got people that try anything and they'll say, oh, I'll try anything once. Yeah, food-wise, I will. I'll try anything once, food-wise. Because I'm very greedy. I'm a foodie, as Wendy would. I love to eat. And that's how I got so big up to a 20, but down to an 8. Rib cage showing. But I don't want to get too small where I can't fit into that dress in this bag. And if a size 8 start bagging off of me, and because that dress fit like a glove, when I put that bad boy on, it might get a weave. The theme of the hair is going to be this color. That's why I've been testing this hair hat color out. Or I may get my niece who does my hair, who dyed it blonde in there, the other videos that I had. At first, the other month, she clips my ends. She keeps my ends clipped. And she come to the house and do it. It's good therapy for her on her, because most beauticians don't work on Mondays. But she'll do it like before she go to work, after work. She's a sweetheart. I used to change that girl's diapers. Now she doing auntie's hair. She will not take a dime. I have to make her take stuff. Or just say, get something for the kids. She'd be like, or I'll mail her gift cards or put them in her mailbox. And money that she'd be like, Auntie, I know it was you. I'll put money in her mailbox in an envelope. And her husband even know, my nephew-in-law, he even know. Yeah, Auntie Donna must have been past here before she went to work because it's an envelope that's unmarked with no money, with no signature or nothing, but it's sealed up. I don't use the envelopes that you lick. Ugh. Why do women stick their tongue out? What's that? You young folk, tell me what that means. Why y'all do that? I don't have, and I've seen some people, women, their tongues be like hanging long like a lizard, like a demonic being, like a alien. Oh my God, I just look like my granddaughter. When I did my eyes like that, we both had the same color brown eyes though. We do. We got the same smile. I'm so happy I'm older. If I had been like a 30-some-year-old grandmother, no doubt, no, I wouldn't have did it. Because if you're a grandmother, your kids won't allow you to do certain things. Like, no, they can't, which I'm not going to let her have sugar because she's so hyper now like me. I am so hyper. I hear her down there laughing with my cousin. My cousin can sing. That's another thing. I play the piano. She can sing. When we were little, we used to do that on like during the holidays. I would play the piano and she would sing. I sing alto, but I don't have a good singing voice. I just go along with the music. Of course, sound better in the shower, like most people. But she can sing so beautiful. She sings like I call her a hummingbird. She has a pretty, crystal clear, beautiful, precise voice. And I would play the piano. And you remember the old school? Well, we got camcorders and phones. But back then, we got reel-to-reel old tapes that my mother used to film. And I pulled it out for her after I got out the shower. I was just with my robe on. And I got Fat Mama. I let her help give her a bath. Because who can't give a baby bath? But she thinks that she's not going to be a good grandmother. And I'm like, why do you feel that way? She said, because it's been a long time. I said, babies don't change. Just like if you have a puppy. If you're very humane toward them, you don't beat them, you feed them, you keep them dry. I said, and the bond that you're going to develop with your grandchild is going to be so superior because when I say superior, not better than you treat your children, but there's a bond that between a grandmother or a grandfather and their grandchildren, if it's a loving bond and there's no boundaries that have been crossed, perverse, like El Bum, how he would molest one. Yeah, and I found out, El Bum is a grandfather. I ain't lying, boo. I look up your records. Yeah, and I still got access to all the records. So early retirement or not, or fake job or not, I still can see what's going on with you and everything. But you want me to say your government's so bad, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You're still El Bum in Rochstadt. And everybody knows your real name. And a lot of people use your real name, even under pictures. I just don't. I'm not. You're not going to do it. You can't do it. And quiet as it's kept, that she really do. If she don't work for that or work for that part of the, state, she knows an awful lot. But baby, you don't have to lie. You're not no baby. That's just a figure of speech. The last year, I called you out because I have a prophetic mantle, a gift, and I'm going to keep on talking about the same things until it penetrates your brains. But I got to go in here, and I'm going to tape that. And hubby been waiting so patient, but he already ate. I said, baby, why don't you know I don't work anymore. I never had a job, no way. Only Fat Mama. I'm just listening to her here downstairs. My cousin. I'm just listening. Yeah, I'm trying to check up on my cousin. I'm just listening to her. She's down there babbling in her way she talks. She really, really is like, not because, people think it's their children or their grandchildren, they're superior or they're smarter. No, I can tell because you have to talk to your grandbabies. You have to talk to your babies if you never have children. And if you can't have children, don't, like B-Vlog said earlier on when I listened to him on the drive home. Then I made a video, the video is entitled Me and Grandbaby Daughter on the Drive Home. You don't have to, carry a child or one have to swim through your semen, to get there to impregnate a egg. You can still, it's Excuse me, I'm using the other phone to listen to music. I do that all the time. Because, you know what, I started training myself after she started spending so much time. Because I want her to be used to noise. Because I remember growing up the old school. You guys remember when everybody be like, be quiet? Or you tiptoeing like your mama, grandma got a cake in the oven. Like, don't come in here running. Well, I'm the same way. I tell my husband, I said, don't come here and stomp and make my cake fall. Especially when it's a cake I'm cooking for somebody else or for the church or for something. Or somebody's birthday or something. But the thing is, you should never have the atmosphere so quiet that the babies can only sleep and it's got to be total quiet, because life happens. Doorbells are going to ring. Phones are going to ring. Dogs and cats going to meow. Dogs going to bark. People going to cough. People going to flush toilets. People going to run water. People going to vacuum. Of course, you wouldn't go in the room where they're slumbering, where they're asleep. But you got to, for those that don't know, because you know what I found out? It's a lot of young people that still come to me this today and even had parents, but they said, Mama Donna, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't know this one. I'm like, baby, I don't know it all. But they said the things that you put in me, especially the young women about their children, because I said, but your mother did. Then I found out later, I said, a lot of children just didn't have it. And my kids are 80 babies. And I used to talk about 80 babies, so that meant I was telling my mom, but not really. But think about it. Crack came on the scene. 80 babies had a hard way to go. They had a real hard way to go. If their parents were strung out or got introduced to drugs. Drugs been around, but when that guy got that idea, isn't he from California? He got, I don't know where, the devil, I still say the devil gave that man that idea, because I just don't know, unless you're some chemist, you know, and he's not a chemist. He didn't study chemistry. I doubt if he can read and write. Or like, you know how old school say the 3 R's, arithmetic, and it's arithmetic. What made do, because from listening to him talk and everything, not trying to act like I'm so perfect or I articulate so well, enunciate everything, but I do know how to talk. I do know how to communicate. And I'll say ain't in everything. I know it's not the correct way of saying things. I'm not going to go to court and put my right hand up and get sworn in and say, well, Your Honor, I ain't trying to be funny, but the kids was all unkempt. Well, why would I say unkempt? The kids' heads was nappy. They mother ain't a good parent. She unfit. She was deemed. They'll be like, who the neck twisting black chick is this? Get this black crazy chick up out of here, twisting her neck. Your Honor, like I said, she ain't no good mama. Now, if you're a neighbor or something, go figure. But you have to have a sense of professionalism, you know. You have to be able to, and that job does not require, especially when I got in, a college degree. Having one help, especially these days. You can work for, get hired in at UPS and drop off packages. You have to have a good driver's license and be drug free. And that's what keeps a lot of people from working. But you know what, the smart people that I found that smoke marijuana and stuff, they get a nick. They develop some kind of, they make their own rules. They create their own job, and they supply and they have it. You know what I'm saying? Because weed is one of those controversial side of people say. I remember my mother, we used to argue about that. And weed back then, I believe, was more pure on the street than it is now. Because, hey, working where I've worked, it sounds good to say where I have worked. Thank you. Working where I have worked, why would it? I got to cut this out. Working where I have worked, and then having a friend that's a recovered crack addict. When people were coming in, I've said it before, but in case you missed out, maybe you knew. But just know this, and if you are, you can argue with me. You know, the thing is, I'm not putting anybody down for what they do, because they have medicinal marijuana. But this is the thing, the weed on the street, you wonder, I never saw people that if they didn't have their joint, or no, that's old school. See, I'm old. If I was trying to say I'm 35, joints, no, they call them blunts. Swisher? We wasn't doing no swishers. Nobody was doing that. Drinking ain't nothing new under the sun. It's just that we went from coolers when champagne, golden and pink. The golden was for men and women. Pink was always the ladies. Men would get caught, you know, he drinking a pink champagne. He gay. But we didn't say gay. We say he funny. But what I found out about the weed today, and having a lot of case histories, let's look at my bottom teeth. And they said I got fake teeth. I got false teeth. No, but it's funny. I'm a woman. I be looking in the video like I'm looking in the mirror. But hubby don't have to be to work tomorrow. He's off. He's using one of his sick days, so he's off tomorrow. And I want to enjoy him and my granddaughter. We're going to have fun. And then my cousin, she'll be leaving tomorrow evening because she drove up here. So we're going to have a good time. But back to the marijuana. Marijuana nowadays has traces of, I'm shocked they don't have opioids in it, but it has cocaine, traces of cocaine, and cases of heroin. And not all, but some. And a lot of people, but think about it, if you were a person selling it, wouldn't you want, just like me with cakes, if I decided just the business that I started that is not officially open, to have a heads up on the industry, just like when you look at CVS and Walgreens is across the street, well, they got to compete. Burger King, McDonald's, they have to compete. So to have an edge up on anybody, think about it, it's just common sense. It's like a no-brainer. But to have an edge on the competition, everybody and their mama, let's say they selling marijuana, and it's not legal. So that really, except in the cases where it's medicinal. But here in Michigan, for some reason, they keep busting these places. So it's making me wonder, what is y'all doing some extra stuff in here? Because why are they busting something when doctors, offered my husband that when he was in the 4th stage of cancer, death sentence cancer, and he's still here about to eat some French toast because it's late. Now, if he had to work, I would not be teaching this man how to do no French toast as late at night. But because he's my other baby, and he was my first baby. Well, not my first. My children were always my first baby, but I call him up. He's my big baby, and he called me big baby girl. So we each other's baby. Oops, can't say hubby on here because these little jealous ass catty bitches tell me I'm younger than you, but bitch, I'm supposed to be new over here. So how do you know? How do you know? Because you've been watching. You're one of my subscribers. And I tell people I do videos late at night. I've told them before, can you stop, bitch, stop being so motherfucking nosy and turn your motherfucking notifications off. And then I won't disturb your motherfucking punk ass that's so fucking nosy. Because if the people that I subscribe to and enjoy listening to and viewing and watching and even taking part in their live chats, and when I can catch it like that, I can't get mad at that person and my phone going, look, can you stop? You was a stupid, crazy son of a bitch. Yep, I'm getting it all out because my grandbaby's down there with my cousin, Cynthia. Yeah. Ooh, I gave out her real government name. Ooh. So, because they know more about me than I know about myself. Like one of the guys said, I said, here we go. Tranny talk. That's a tranny. Oh, good looking out. Nigga, I ain't on here trying to get wifed up. Ain't nobody trying to get no woman or man on here. If you do, God bless you. But honey, if you can't go out the door without getting on some website, especially I've seen some decent looking, very decent looking gentlemen, especially this one. And I don't want to put his name out there because people try to dog him out, but he's a very wonderful young man. He probably know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You got teased about me. And we know that's a joke because I'm too old for you. And that's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say his name to begin with. But just put it like this. He got us a channel, but I don't think he's doing live chats. I go over there and check him out, and sometimes I'll be busy with the grandchild. I don't get to leave statements, but I do watch you. And matter of fact, tonight I'm gonna go over there especially let you know I've been watching you. It's a lot of people are watching, and I hate it that I forget sometimes to leave a thumbs up because if that baby get to crying too, or I gotta do this and that, or here go my husband, let me hurry up and finish cooking or whatever. Like he missed her coming home on The Color Purple. But back to the weed real quick. Yeah, you thought I didn't remember that, right? That's my trademark. And you still listen. And you still listen. Like someone say, she makes very valid points, but she can't stay on one. No, I know what I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to do what I do or what I did, making reports and typing up stuff and, just doing what I do if I was, Your Honor. And it's no laughing matter seeing a child whose body, you see a child, a dead baby, or children near death. It's not, excuse me, I'm just doing my use. I'm looking at myself. But I'm not trying to be funny while I'm discussing this about children because that's a very sensitive subject for me. You would think I had been molested. That's how, but you either have to have been molested or both or work where I've worked to be very sensitive. It's like, really, call a person a fat ass, but don't say no fat jokes around me because if somebody had to call me a fat ass when I was 20, size 20, I would have wanted to kick their ass. not kick their ass, but I would be mad. Like, how the fuck they gonna call me fat? You know? So I don't, but I'll talk shit and call a person a fat bitch, knowing, and in the next breath, if somebody talk about you, they be like, well, I thought you didn't like, yeah, I don't like that person, but don't be calling them fat. You don't call people fat around me. I just don't like people call people fat. Now you can say she got a fat ass, like, you know, I do have a fat ass. You know this is my trademark. You know I'm always gonna show it. Okay, stand back in my legs and show this. Baby got back. But and granddaughter, you'll be the first to view these if they still have this, or the technology of the computers. Just know, you can act silly, but don't be like that. You know I'm acting silly because the grandmother that you're becoming to know, and you're not even able to talk yet. You haven't reached one yet, but you're so advanced. Just know, grandma did a lot of little silly stuff on here, and even on family videos. I'm the sister, I'm the baby sister, but when I was a little girl, they called it streaking. You ever see people run naked like on the football field? Baby, you know how like on football games and people be running across, remember this lady used to have really big boobs, big jugs, big breasts, and she would run naked in the football. What did they call it? Remember they called it streaking back in the day? Because they used to have you look up a song called, you remember that, baby? The song about the streakers? They said, oh yes, they call me a streak, something. Yakety, something. We all. But do they still do that on the field when you watch sports? People still like taking that male or female. Remember that lady back in the day? She's a Caucasian woman, had really, really big breasts, and she used to always pop up, and she made a name, even though you might know. Baby, cut the air up. What's the air on? Did you cut it off?
No. It's still supposed to be.
What's it on? What's the temperature in here?
The temperature in here is 74.
74? Put it on. Oh, I had it on 76? Yeah. Cynthia probably did that. Cousin probably did that. Well, cousin, if you hear me, I'm about to, baby, put the air on 65.
I just did already.
Thank you. See, he already know what time. He said, I just did. That's how connected we are. Like Martin and Gina. See, Martin told Gina that. He said, Gina, we right here. Me and my husband, we right here. He just don't talk as me. I mean, why would he? He's a guy. Why would he? I mean, he talks, but why would he act just like me? But it's his favorite color to see me. He loves me in red. So when I came to his job, he said, well, you got my favorite color. He said, I don't want nobody seeing you in my face. I said, get out of here. I said, you always trying to make me feel good about myself. He said, I'm telling the truth. You look sexy in that red. I said, how am I looking that sexy in this red when I got on jeans and a red belt and this top right here? He said, you know you look. He told me I look stunning. He loves red on me. He loves red. I don't know why, but he says red is my favorite. It's his favorite to see. But most, you know what? If you go by zodiac, he's an Aries. Most Aries, you might be Aries. Aries, why do you guys like red? That's why they say you can't believe in the zodiac. But right, I don't believe in getting up and reading up on Scorpios like me. And they say the day is gonna this and that. That don't apply for everybody, and it don't apply to me. What are you talking about? Today going this and that. You're gonna hear from a old flame. What if my old flame, I see him on Sundays and Bible study day. That's the last man I had a serious relationship with, because that was my second marriage. So I can see my old flame anytime. So you can't let that dictate your life, just like these people on YouTube. And Elm City, I feel you. You know, you was like, don't be doing that. And you know what, that's another facet of your personality I love. And I don't know you in person. But I felt, but see, baby, this is like this. I did it on purpose. Not no explanations I have to give or apologies, needed. But that's really not who I am. But I do, if you knew me in person, you'll be like, Donna is silly as hell. She that silly, funny ass auntie. What's up, Kiki? What's up? Oh yeah, I forgot about the red velvet. You don't get mad, but I'm about to do this little French toast. Who can't make French toast? But some people don't do the little extras like I do. But my secret to my French toast is cinnamon sugar instead of cinnamon. And if you don't have any cinnamon sugar, which they make it all day by McCormick or whoever, or the Dollar Spice people, as long as it's not made in China, people, just make sure do not get anything made in or manufactured. I don't care if it's say made in this and that. No, manufactured by, but made in. That's the tricky part. And I had to show my husband. He said, oh. I'm like, oh. I'm not, I said, I hope you got the receipt, because I'm not even using that black pepper, that salt. So the rule of thumb is if it's not like a Kroger brand or Walmart brand, that's, what is it, value, whatever, from Walgreens, salt or pepper, but it could say this and that manufactured, but you don't trust it. And no disrespect to Chinese people. I have Oriental co-workers who was a couple of them was one of the people that threw money at my granddaughter. They was playing, it's like, look at her. And he was like, look at little Donna, look at little Donna. I'm like, no, she's pretty. She doesn't look like me, but the only thing we have in common is the eye color. That's the only color. Now, if I had to wear some green contacts today, you know what? I might wear some blue contacts one day and I would look so hideous because I'm too dark for that color. But I love my natural eye color. I thank God for sight, but I love my natural eye color. I love it. I love it. My granddaughter's eye, same. Except she's still in that stage being a baby. It's like they go back, unless hers is like that the rest of her life, because she's so much like me. That's why I wish my mother was alive to see her. Anyway, back to real quick about the weed. Yes, there's something in the weed, so be very careful. But if you can afford your own habit, that's a good thing. Don't be no weed bum. Like I put up with him or her because at least I can smoke off them. But you losing your kids, or you may rent or own, and you're losing your property or losing your dwelling for your roof over your children's head, or everything that went to hell because you don't have no weed, or you having psychotic outbursts because you're addicted. Your brain, because there's a section in the brain, there's a pleasure center in our brain, the part that makes sex pleasurable. It's the same pleasure center that in the brain that, when we taste food and we like the way something tastes. Well, it has cocaine. It has been proven. Cocaine and getting addicted, it affects the pleasure center of the brain. Even if you're taking pills, opioid use, if you're doing it on purpose. Now, I feel sorry for people who don't know that they can get addicted because their body gets addicted and they're not doing it for pleasure. They're not buying it off the street, or they're not trying to get their doctor to give them a script, and then he gets so crazy, or script like scrippers. But the point is, that pleasure center, it does something to the pleasure center, and that's why you get addicted, or that's why you like chocolate. Because I used to be a real big chocolate. You know what's funny? That's the only thing, but I'll have a taste for it at a certain time of the month before it's supposed to come on. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my demeanor. She's annoying. Bitch, stop watching, motherfucker. Stop watching, bitch. You ugly ass bitch. Use your real picture when you address me, ho. I respect you. It's not about looks. Looks are fake, bitch. I ain't all that. But I look better than your mammy. I look better than your pappy. And them ugly ass kids you claim, them ugly motherfuckers. And talking about them grandkids you about to have, bitch, you ain't got no grandkids coming. Bitch, you gotta first fucking get some kids to have grandkids, bitch, or adopt. Bitch, you fall below the line that you can't even get a fucking foster child to come through your house, bitch, because you can't even wash your own ass, ho. You see these two hands? I'm about to wash them again, have my husband wash his hands again, and we're gonna wear gloves, and we're gonna do it the right way. So anybody that catch that video, no cursing allowed on that video, but it's going to be a French toast tutorial. And the reason why I haven't really did the red velvet, but you know what? But getting back to, okay, so covered that again, the heroin and the cocaine that's in the weed. The reason why people have outbursts and go crazy and get cranky as hell because they don't have it, keeps a lot of people from having a job. But the thing is, can you stand the rain? Are you able to make it? Can you still make it, Or if you're taking medicinal weed because of cancer, like they try to offer my husband, I'm gonna keep stating, they even offered him Vicodin, and they did write a script for Vicodin, and I did have it filled. But guess what? Just like my girl, Boo Boo Kitty, we were talking, we have a lot of things similar. The point is, that Vicodin is how old? But it's got the child-proof top. How old is that Vicodin? If he was diagnosed in 2013, the same week my son was on his honeymoon, because he begged me to let him see the wedding, and he started coughing the Christmas prior, when my son was just engaged to his wife, and they got married, in June of 2013, and my husband got diagnosed the 2 days after the wedding. Yeah, in the ER. The doctor, we had a standing appointment with the doctor, his primary care, and when he saw that shadow on him, he said, I am not, he's in other words, I'm just a primary care physician, but there's something serious going on, Mrs. So-and-so. You need to go, and I'm like, what is it? It was like my worst nightmare, because it's like, dude, don't get high. He ain't no crackhead. We don't have HIV, because the chick still, no disrespect to your husbands and wives, but get yourself checked out, because after a good friend of mine died from HIV and her husband gave it to her, I don't care how innocent they look, women and men, they can go out there and, do the wild thing. I'm gonna say my granddaughter on here, they can fuck and get sucked. And well, somebody can go down on a woman, and if she got a little tear or, a little adhesion down there, that's why I keep my nails cut because of cooking. But weddings and stuff, even funerals, I do not get my nails done. I only get them done for, weddings. And I might just polish them myself, because it's not about, having long nails. Like this chick I saw on Auntie Fee's, God rest her soul, may she rest in peace. Auntie Fee, this chick, one of her friends was in the kitchen, and she had them crazy long nails that people have. I said, Auntie Fee got a friend like that? And she just kept stressing, oh, I'm so clean. Chick, it ain't about you being clean. I don't question that. But, and you can still, the way I just kept studying her. I even stopped the video, I'm like, can she clean her for JJ good? And can she wipe good? I got baby wipes. I keep baby wipes in my tote. And used to keep it in my purse, but now, since I'm such an old bird, before the grandkids, I start carrying totes to work, because I'd have lunch in there if I bring a lunch, whatever. And I just carry, it could be Huggies, it could be Walgreens. I like to get the cheapest thing possible, as long as it's not made in China. And just urinating in public, I use baby wipes. I do. It is what it is. So I get home, I'm like, and then I got to freshen up. And after I get finished doing a little cooking and stuff, and when I feel like it, but Fat Mama, it's a late night. My husband don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna enjoy him. And my cousin, if she's still up, but she down here just singing. She's singing she's just singing her little pretty heart out to my granddaughter. And my granddaughter is just cooing and laughing, really soft though. So that lets me know I don't care if she's asleep, I'm gonna wake her up and get Fat Mama in her tub, and she's gonna look like a little sumo wrestler. She don't have a neck because she's so fat, and food can get up under there, and you know how they burp, or you know how they spit up? They just be smiling and stuff. And then you never smell babies, you pick them up, and it's not their fault, it's the parent. If you don't have water and you're in a third world country, I understand, it's understandable, or how it's gonna get when they cut the water off at the taps. The point is, should no baby have no odor? Should no baby be smelling sour? And then if they spit up on themselves and you change their outfit while you out, they're not gonna smell like that quick. That has to be some days of not washing that baby. If you're still watching it, bless you, this video. Because you probably can feel me. I hope I'm helping you stay up at work, or helping you do your housework, or just, if you're bored, giving you something to do. If you're on an airplane and you're on a train, like Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham. See, Obama, when you cough, you always cough in the bend of your arm. You don't do it like you do. Why you that stupid, ignorant, so-called quote unquote trademark, so-called hideous laugh, hideous, ugly blowfish face. You'd be better. You do better like that person that wear a mask, because I don't even know what it is. It just responds, and it's a subscriber, because they love watching me. They love it. But I can't say the same for them, because they got a mask on, and it just makes me wonder: are they like? I imagine them in real life to look like Jason from Friday the 13th. Didn't Jason have on a mask, like a hockey mask? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they like Friday the 13th. Oh. I can't talk to my husband. I'm annoying. I keep talking about hubby because a bitch watch me every day and she mad. Chick, how you know he ain't a roommate? How you know he ain't just paying me for a room? How you know he ain't, I'll be like, hey, this is my friend. We cool like that. And he loved his wife, and he could be a relative, a cousin. Are you serious, bitch? Telling me you're rich. Bitch, you got one of these? I thought so. You ain't got nothing, because you too much was going in too hard, talking about you was rich. I ain't never got on here and said I was rich, but bitch, you must think I'm rich, bitch. It's a beautiful woman over there on Slapper Don's panel. I don't want to mention her name, because motherfuckers will try to twist some shit. She said her pool need cleaning. She live out in California. Her, to me, it looks so pretty. She said, girl, this pool, we was communicating on somebody else's chat. Because I was like, oh, she a moderator over here. She wanted, and that's another cool female. With a wrench. With a mother mofo and wrench. I don't even know if she used it, because over there, people, they can speak freely. They can come over there and say crazy stuff. But I guess, like Slap, you know, he can knock your ass out. But the point is, those are some cool ass moderators. Seriously, not no disrespect putting them down like they're not a person. But I can't call all the names, because there's some people I might leave out. I don't even know what Morpheus. I don't even know if you are. I just know that's where I've seen you from. At first was over there at Slapping Down. But it's like I seen you before. I mean, not because of the name Morpheus. I know Morpheus, where that originates from, but I think. But you looked very familiar before I saw you over there. You might have been. You might be a Tommy viewer, because a lot of people I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, that's okay. I remember that person. I used to see them a lot in the comment section. You know, a lot of people, you know, that whether they use their face or not, or it could be a little teapot, or it could be a little cat laying in front of a fireplace, or a picture of a black woman who looked like a Nubian queen picture, stuff like that. Because everybody don't have to get on here and show their face and do like me and run their mouth, and not get paid for it. And they said I was an agent. Really? An agent of what? An agent? Well, why would I bring attention to myself and just have this little stupid video? Oh, they said that's why I'm unmonetized. I'm an agent. I'm spying. So I'm talking on here and I'm spying, when everything people do is out in the open if they use their face or not. So I'm spying. I'm spying. I'm trying to befriend you and this one, and hey, hit me up. Can I get your number? I'm hitting you up on Google Voice, like, hey, can I have your number? Ask anybody, have she done that? People have tried to get in touch with me, because that's a good way to get in touch with me. But if I give out one of my burner numbers, all I gotta do is block you, or disposable phone. I'm just old school, call it burner. I'm old school, but the point is, it would be too many people pranking, and that's just too much blocking. But I don't have to answer. But it's just too much. But okay, I block it. They'll use a different, or they, you could just fix your phone to make it appear to be another number. And nobody has time for that type of trolling. It would be funny, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm thinking about giving out one of my numbers. I am thinking about doing it. So some folks can have a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. Because I'm a lot of fun. I'm a barrel of fun. I'm a barrel of laughter. I will have your ass cracking up, talking about your ass if you call me talking up close and personal, fucking with me. It's like, I can't even fuck with this woman. She just crazy as fuck. Did she not just wake the fuck up? Did she just turn on a video? And the only way you can see that, because you'd be like, damn, we got the same network. Because you can tell when you're under the same network. You know how that go. You'll say call waiting, or it'll show you the person is texting, or you'll say typing. I'm like, oh, we on the same network on my burner. So imagine me popping up in your face like, motherfucker, what you say? Nigga, what? Jiggle who? Jiggle what? What? Trying to see if you can catch me on one of them off days, like I talk 42 minutes. If you still watching this, you're gonna die hard. About to go in here, but remember, weed has heroin, not all of it, but it had that edge of incompetence. A lot of people, they smoke it, they wonder why they're so addicted. It's a reason why they keep busting these medicinal places here in Michigan. And just know I speak from my friend's experience. And she said, Donna, you have a great point. And she goes around speaking now. I'm so proud of her. And she struggled 10 years. A woman that never even used to drink and got addicted.